Ugh. Okay, we're back. I've actually been back for about 6 minutes, but I wanted to give time for anyone that may have left thinking that I'd be gone for longer to try and make their way back in. All right, getting Jade Empire going now. For those that aren't aware and maybe wondering why I did that, why it's like, okay, well, I've got the game going. He's got the game going. Why the heck did he just suddenly stop and say he had to restart his computer and all that? What was going on? Well, here's the thing. Jade Empire, even the PC edition, is very old. That means that there's a few things that can't be done with it. One example is that I cannot edit anything with the game still running in the background, which is part of the reason why I have to do this, so you guys see my entire desktop. Another part of it is how the game actually handles the rate at which it figures things out, the rate at which it processes information. To try and simplify it, basically, the longer my computer's been on without shutting down, not going to sleep, but shutting down and being restarted, that gives the game a higher number as a starting point, and the higher that number is, the worse the frame rate becomes. And since I spend 90% of my day on my computer here, that means that starting it off, it gets really low. It doesn't show too much, but the main thing is like anything that like is a texture or anything that moves out of the way, like say grass, will spring and go full foobar all over the place. So yeah, that's why I had to stop, restart my computer, come back. Yeah, and we're gonna get right into it here. Tell me about my next fight. Oh wait. I think I forgot to turn on desktop audio. Yes, I did. Okay, well, that's part of the reason why once again, part of the reason why I'm so paranoid on that. And also why I always have subtitles on just in case.
Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
Yeah, please explain the procedures here.
I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent.
We're trying to see if I can see the... No, I can't. Okay. Part of the problem is that normally alt-tabbing, I can come back and check that the desktop audio is appropriately volumed. But this takes so long to do it that I can't really do that.
I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
All right.
A new warrior does battle with the beast.
Okay. So let's dodge. There we go. We've pretty much got that staff of ours maxed out. I mean, it takes up no focus to use it, so we just got to make sure we have a little bit left over.
Impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
All right. Yeah. What can you tell me about my next fight?
Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back.
All right.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's begin.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
No, I didn't want to do that. And down you go. And down you go. No biggie.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts.
Let's keep moving on. What's the next fight?
The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han.
That won't be too tough.
Ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do this.
Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
That's roughly hewn. There we go. Not a problem. There we go.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you.
Let's keep her going. Next fight.
I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do this. Sorry, Han.
Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A chance to leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Hand.
And finish that. A bit tougher than I thought, Han. But I got you cornered, my man. For anyone wondering why we're doing this, we're trying to get in good with the bad guys, and they want someone that knows how to fight.
Very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think.
Tell me about Kaivan the Serpent.
He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
Why do you let him push you around, Kui?
Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace.
Enough about what Lucky Cho said. Can you tell me more about the guild?
The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone.
Yeah, I'll be careful who I talk to.
A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match.
Alrighty. Oh. Hold on, Kui. Do you know the Black Whirlwind?
I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need?
Lucky Cho mentioned Kaiwan, the Serpent in the Guild. Go on in the Guild again. Nothing else I need from you, Kui.
Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Let's go and talk to the guy we just beat.
Boy, that sure was something. I wouldn't have wanted to be me out there, except that I was. But I learned so much from facing you. Next time I should try some of that fancy stuff you do. I'm not exactly sure how you did it, though.
Pay attention when you fight. Make the enemy's moves your own.
You know, that's a good idea. I tend to focus on myself more than others. Perhaps I can learn some new tricks. Thanks for the encouragement.
Your ridiculously good mood. Great. Yeah, tell me about the people who fight here.
You're already past me. Now that you're a real fighter, the others will likely open up about themselves if you ask. I know a little about Soldier, if you want to hear my take on him. But we could also talk about Kana if you're curious about her.
Tell me about yourself, Khan.
My father is a smith of great renown, and he always wanted me to follow in his footsteps, but I couldn't. My blades would be brittle, and even simple ironwork would be clunky. Eventually, I had to leave home.
And why did you have to leave?
My father is no longer my father. More precisely, I'm no longer a son in his eyes. I wasn't sure what to do after being cast from my home, but coming east to the city made sense.
Alright, where'd you learn to fight then?
I was never properly trained. I've learned what I have from watching the fights here, practicing hard and staying focused. That's my story. One day I'll make it here, and my father will have to be proud of me. This is my chance to be someone great, and I'm sticking to it.
Alright, tell me about Soldier.
He's one of the most experienced fighters here, but he's hardly a mentor. He's boastful, insulting, and a general pain. The fans love to hate him, though. He is an exceptional fighter. Years of military training will do that to you. He's currently the champion of Silver Division, which tells you something about his skills. That's all I can think of regarding Soldier. He keeps to himself most of the time.
You two sound like a pair of old crones talking about their neighbors. Everything you need to know about me is right over here.
Everything I need to know about you will be on the end of my staff soon. About Crimson Kana.
I really respect Kana. She's undefeated, did you know? Made it all the way to Bronze Division champion without a loss. I know she's from the prosperous East, but for an Easterner, she's very reserved. Easily the most disciplined of us all. She's going to teach her style to the first person who can best her in the arena. People have been really excited about that because her sword is so deadly.
That's all I need, my man.
It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Alright. Crimson Kana. Greetings, I'm Crimson Kana, known in the prosperous East for my swordsmanship. I came here to test my abilities, but have found my will and purity of spirit tested as well. You will start to see the truth of this contest as you make your way through the bronze round. Let your conscience guide you. That is all the advice I can offer. You dislike this place, why not just leave? Mind, spirit, and body must be tested. You can achieve peace in a garden, but you earn it on the battlefield. Goals reached without trial are not so easily kept. Makes a certain kind of sense. Many philosophies agree with me. Many do not. The ensuing debates are no less a field of battle than this one. Not all battles are fought with weapons. Questions on the other fighters here in the arena. At this point in your career, the higher-ranking fighters will tell you about themselves. Still, you must see a thing from many angles to truly know it. I can tell you about myself, of course, and I know hapless Han relatively well. I could also tell you something about the beasts they have here. I know a fair bit about Han. I want to hear about you, Kana. I am from Phoenix Gate, the largest city in the prosperous East. There I developed my own techniques of weapon combat. I have vowed to teach them to anyone who can best me. Are there many different styles taught in the prosperous East? Every city has its masters. I came here to compete against the Empire's best, and I have managed to hold my own. Is there anyone else you wish to ask about? I already know about him. How about the beasts? A number of different creatures are used here to add to the spectacle. Ogres are commonplace, but more recently, some sort of subhuman creature has been appearing in the ring. I've heard rumors, though, that the arena organizers are planning on bringing demons into the ring somehow. I suppose we'll see in time if there's any truth to that. Other questions? I don't think she's high enough up to warrant asking. That's all. May your battles bring you peace. We'll talk to you when I'm getting close.
Many people try to break into the bronze division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Same here, my man.
Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do.
Alright, tell me about the next fight.
Now that you have qualified for the bronze division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. I want the very abacuses of heaven to rattle with the name Raging Dragon, so I've prepared something memorable. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the great southern forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do this.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Oh, it's you guys. You're really annoying, my man. Got you in a corner. Now it's just you left. There. That's done.
That was a good start to the bronze division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look.
Tell me about the next fight.
Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
So, dodge the fireballs. Oh, we're getting an actual cutscene here.
Of pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Ooh. Ah, okay, this ain't too bad. think if I just stay here, I don't have to worry about the spikes in the center. Oop. There we go. Yeah, it's just a bullet hell. I've done plenty of this. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh. No more break. Dang. Thank you, key healing. Once I got frozen, I did not get back up. Dang.
Fantastic! A test of speed passed with exceptional celery. Now
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Kui. I have a message for Raging Dragon. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me?
Yeah, what's up with the next fight?
Yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter specially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal match.
Of course. Who did you originally see as my opponent?
I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division Championship. Things change when the guild is involved, though.
Yeah, well, we already know why, because they're basically keeping this place up and running. Yeah, very well. I'll deal with this guild thug.
I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it now. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do this.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Many
Many
of
of you are asking yourselves, why the serpent would return to the ring? Am I not retired? Yes. But does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No. You've all seen the fury and the intense focus of Raging Dragon in the ring. Now, it's time to put these abilities to the test.
Wait, didn't the guy say you put money on me winning?
The serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you evil and terror incarnate.
Oh. Oh. That's gonna suck a little. Come on, stop it, frog. Alright, let's just focus this guy down. Seriously? There. So that's a demon. You you can't really use your weapons against them.
In the ring before.
Nope, this proves my skill to you.
No one questions your skills. That is why you were allowed to fight that beast. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next match.
Okay. What did he want to talk about?
He didn't say, and when I asked, he gave me that glare of his. Go, speak with him now. The sooner you do, the sooner I can return you to the ring.
All right.
From what I know of them, the Guild doesn't usually conduct business this openly, or in such elegance.
Interesting.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
And who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Kailan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxicant arts. Lin, this is Raging Dragon, the fighter we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
I don't like the tone of this offer of yours is taking.
Not even if it offers you a chance at the Bronze Division Championship? Crimson Kana's rise to Bronze Division Champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
The fool if she thinks something this large would not be corrupt.
This place is not corrupt so much as open to interpretation. The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the Bronze Champion.
Wondering when you would come to the point.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
I'll not be party to a murder.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the Guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana.
I'll not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
This Kana woman would appreciate knowing what you have learned.
Oh, she's gonna know.
Our
I'm gonna let her
business is
know.
concluded. It is time for you to leave.
I look forward to crossing paths with you. You and I both rose quickly through the ranks. The true test will be in which of us falls and how we handle it. I should warn you, Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you. Have I become such a thorn in the serpent's side? How do you know this? Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner. Did he? Is Lucky Cho so desperate to see his bets assured? Or does Kailan see me as a threat? Either way, it's a victory of sorts for me. The guild does not operate so overtly in the rest of the city. I wonder if the organization condones such actions. But such musings are useless. Why have you told me this? Yeah, I consider you a worthy opponent. I want to make sure our match is honest. The feeling is mutual, though I think you deserve more than just thanks. I have long promised that I would train anyone who defeats me. My skills with the sword are imperfect, but there are things I can teach you that no other could. Should you emerge the victor in our fight, I will train you in some of my more advanced techniques. You have shown the purity of spirit to wield a weapon with the required precision. That's a fine reward. Thank you. A warrior knows that training is more valuable than silver. Alright, talk to you again. Let's get this fight going.
I want to hear that you're. What do you?
Ready for the next fight?
Guild stepped in. I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
Now you're just trying to piss me off. Yeah, let's get going.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A challenger for the bronze division, Crimson Kana must fend off Raging Dragon.
Ooh, I like those swords. Nope. See the thing about my staff, Miss Kana? Oh. It's got better reach than your swords. So I can afford to stay just outside of your striking range. Then move in right when I see an opening, and then strike. There we go, and Kana is down.
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
Come talk to me when you have a moment. Yeah, I think the crowd loved that fight. I think it was worth some extra silver, don't you?
Come now, the arena works on a strictly regenicated payment system for the fights. There's no way I can give you extra.
You're too savvy a businessman not to reward your star performers.
I'm sorry, but there's no room for bonuses, extra payments, or gratitudes of any kind. You'll be fine with the usual winnings.
Oh, all right.
Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
First, I'm going to talk to Kana.
When you want.
Hello. I've been thinking since our match. I came to this place seeking honor, but I feel that my many victories have all been hollow. I think, yes, it is time for me to leave again and seek other challenges. What will you do now? I think I shall return to the prosperous East and continue my studies. But first, I am sworn to teach the secrets of my style to any who can best me. Let me instruct you. Since you told me the serpent's plan, I will teach you a more advanced technique. The key is balance and form. Your motion must be swift but precise. Well done. You learn very quickly. One thing bothers me about your moves, though. Throughout the fight, I felt as if there was some opening in your defense. Yeah, why wouldn't you exploit that opening? What I sensed was some opening in your guard. I cannot name it, and could not find it leading me to believe that it was a brilliant gambit. Your method traps your opponents into hunting for a weakness they'll never find. You should speak with your master about this. For now, you are deadly enough. Others have mentioned this. Do you think I should be concerned? Consider it a perfectly laid trap, not a weakness. Your master was truly skilled. To mold such a trap into your very being, it is odd he never mentioned it to you. Sometimes the best masters dare not trust their students with the deepest mysteries. Certain lessons can only be learned if one discovers them for oneself. I hope you fare well. I turn my eyes to the east, where new challenges await me by the ocean. Got Crimson Tears. Check that out. Crimson Tears is a weapon one. Yeah, we need to get this up to here. Oh, interesting. Even at max, this still consumes a little bit of focus. Drain focus, okay. Double saber style. The inscription on these unique sabers is written in a long-forgotten dialect. The writing, deciphered by scholar Xiao Shen many years ago, reads, "The innocent are cut down with the guilty. The brave die beside the craven. The blades do not weep for the dead." Rumor has it that the Crimson Tears have ended more lives than the Great Drought itself. Despite centuries of use, these sabers are as sharp and deadly as the day they were forged. Interesting. It's something I'll try swapping out the Legendary Strike for. Legendary Strike. If I was actually playing on PC, I could have, I think, 6 up, but although I am playing on PC, I'm not playing with a mouse and keyboard because it feels a little awkward playing with a controller. So, only 4.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Ah, that's right. I should have talked to him.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need?
Right now to talk to him. Arrogant jerk that he is.
Hello there. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last... See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts.
Good idea, my man.
We haven't met outside the ring, but let me be one of the first to congratulate you on the Bronze Division Championship.
All I need.
You are. Take care.
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though. So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you. Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same. If you think defeating Kana impresses me, you're wrong. She was too wrapped up in honor and duty to do well anywhere but in schools in this arena. Unbending values like hers come from having your sword rammed too far up your nether regions. If you can't bend without cutting yourself on morality, you're no good in a real fight.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, are you always this belligerent?
Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me. There's some people who call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools.
I want to ask you some questions.
Trying to figure out how to deal with Soldier. Not a chance. You are going to lose and lose again until you finally stop trying. If you drop out of the arena in shame, so much the better. Now go on and leave me alone. We've got nothing to talk about.
All right, fine.
Good. Go bother someone else.
Lady, I hate the constant push of the crowds, don't you? At least I'll be gone from here soon. That's why I cheer for Iron Soldier. He sneers at the crowds, the fighters, even the system, and none of them can defeat him. If you want to talk about the arena, you should talk to Soldier and not me. I try to stay clear of the other fighters. Tell me about yourself, then. Why? Thinking about trying to steal me away from Soldier? You don't stand a chance. I need a man, not a boy. I keep an eye on the things for Soldiers, see? I even help him train and work out any tension he might be feeling after a fight. How do you help him train? I help him any way he needs me to. I'm even starting to learn some of his styles, though I'm a long way from his skill. Not many can match him. Soldier suffers from a lot of tension, does he? Let's say that my treatment methods are more unorthodox than Dr. An's, but no less effective. They're much more enjoyable as well. He'll never find out, though. I don't waste my time on young men. You're all too excitable.
I want it. What?
Next fight.
You are champion of the bronze division. The silver division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this serpent has decided to keep your career interesting.
Wait, what did he do now?
Has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first. This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this horror?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's get it over with.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Remember to save often. Yeah, I should be doing that.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Spirit thief.
Okay.
Thousand cuts. Focus. 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 Focus.
Nope.
Focus.
Okay. Dang it. This could be a tough one.
Spirit thief.
Be slow here. Okay, he's immune to that. Dang. Yeah, he's tough.
Simply ask when you're ready to try that match again. The fans seem to really take to you, win or lose.
Let's do that again. I'm gonna try this a little bit different.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger? Focus. 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 Focus.
There we go.
Focus.
There we go. Powerful weapon, high focus. Always a good combo.
Another demon falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up. Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor. Do try to be polite. You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
Great.
We should have told you that Kylon will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Now going alone.
This is almost sad. Am I truly so threatening to the mighty Kylon the Serpent? Regardless, I'll be waiting with the others if you need me.
It is vital that we talk a moment. You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. It was a rewarding experience for us both, I'm sure. Take this as my thanks. You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages.
I didn't take you up on your guys' offer before, so what's up?
That certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
Mm-hmm. If you're proposing I cheat or throw fights, I refuse.
Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as a creative engineer. Like the fountains that channel water throughout the land, I spread entertainment to the people. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Kui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
And no, you're just a bunch of criminals.
Come now. We're above calling each other names, aren't we? The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen.
Hi.
I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
I'm not sure which one to go with because I like them both so much. It's like, you realize I'm the one who eliminated him, right? Then again, he probably does. It is like, yeah, but that's a guy that I should have on my side. Someone that's trying to take out Gal. So you want to be a pirate backing slave trader with an arrogant dog of a son?
You knew him, yet you aren't associated with our organization. The logical conclusion is that you are his killer.
Yeah.
If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor.
consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
I bet if I went and talked to him, I might have been able to. Elva passed. I wouldn't hold it against him.
Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena?
Arena?
Displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
And with as drunk as he usually is, that's to be expected. Nothing I don't already know or suspect. I can accept him as he is.
If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
I want nothing to do with you, Serpent. You live up to your name.
You place yourself in a precarious position, my young friend. I would hate to see your career stagnate. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Yeah. Ooh. That's a kick. Door's off its hinge. Not sure that's intentional, but it definitely works.
Serpent, I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
All right.
Look, you can't trust Kylon. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the serpent's tail.
Sounds good to me, my man. How does this look? Oh, geez. Not bad. I do miss the reach of my staff, though. I got...
Fought like a monster for a little guy.
Yeah. All right.
Better than I've been in a while. All this best behavior when you're in the city business was wearing on my nerves.
Fair.
Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kai Lan's thugs, you know. Not at all.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kai Lan were there and Lucky Cho too, but he was just a runt back then.
Your brother's still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
My man. Okay. Why'd you kill him?
Raging Ox was one of Kai Lan's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kai Lan approached me first. And when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. When Ox joined up with Kai Lan, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Must have made things awkward between you two.
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kai Lan, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kai Lan's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kai Lan's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kai Lan was, convince him to leave. But Kai Lan was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
Ouch. Now what happened then?
Kai Lan just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
Kaiwan truly is a serpent.
You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kai Lan's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
Ooh, got strong arm. Does that one do? Less to charm and intuition, but a major boost to intimidation. Protector Lo Wan was an enforcer for an openly secret society that offered protection to merchants and citizens throughout the empire. In return for regular payments, the surprising number of accidents that occurred were greatly reduced. Coincidentally, these accidents often occurred in the presence of Protector Lo Wan, and he became very persuasive in getting more business for his organization. As his star rose, so did his tastes. His penchant for gaudy jewelry eventually led to his acquiring this gem. At the time of his death, the hands of a crowd of angry merchants, some of his skill was imprinted in it. All right. Let's finish up these fights, right? Technically, we don't need to go any farther to get in with the bad guys that we actually want to get in with.
I want to hear that. What?
Ready?
This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Yeah, he's bound to be real bruised from all my staff hits upside that head.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own, and ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
Ah.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
Come on. Bump, 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 and spin. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 spin. Yeah, we are. Alright, just fall over. Okay, I'm tired of this. Focus. What was that about the poison, my man? Just because the enchantments here won't do anything, don't mean my body can't.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades.
What about the protective spells? Were they removed as well?
The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kylon's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters.
I mean, kind of makes sense. If we go down, that's a problem for you.
Word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kylon's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that mess passage.
Yeah. How can I trust the guild? Weren't they behind this?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Alright, what's up for my next fight?
We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems.
Ooh. Probably gonna have to be fighting these things later, so.
You up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got?
Yeah, let's do this.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you.
I mean, I've already beat a statue to pieces, so these golems shouldn't be too hard, right? Yeah, no.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Okay, they don't fall down. This ain't too bad. I'm kind of stuck in them and just swinging around wildly.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you.
Oh, great.
I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire.
I need to use that level up I saw that I had, so I'll be back in a sec. When
you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Alright, let's use this. So I'm going to be using my mouse for this. Good on that. I'm going to put my 3 points into spirit. We've got enough focus. It's the chi that we need right now. And okay, let's see here. Only thing left is a speed increase. That's going to use a full 10. I think I'm good there. Spirit Thief is a useful one. That's that on there for now. About 1,000 cuts. Make it faster. I think that's good.
I want to hear that. What?
I am ready.
I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. But you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Once in a lifetime does a single person throw the grand institution of the arena into such disarray. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you.
Let's do this.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Cutscene. Oh, they're dropping us down in cages, huh? Guess you could say it's going to be a cage match. I'm gonna be an uncle soon. For all I know, it could be the closest I get to be a father, so I'm working on my jokes. Please tell me you're coming to me with something more than just your fists.
Has faced all comers. But
Oh,
how will the silver champion fare against Raging Dragon?
coming at me with those claws, huh? Come on. If I can get him into the corner, then I can make sure that all of my attacks start hitting. There we go. He's down. This is why I love the focus. And just get in there and I can stun lock just about anyone.
Is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud.
I am.
From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that.
All right. Now let's see if I can talk him into some extra silver. Come on, man. Crowd absolutely adored that fight. Surely you can toss some extra silver my way.
Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive.
Yeah, but this was a championship match, my man. Come on. Would Soldier have let such a fight go without being paid extra?
I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. You'll find that the Gold Division battles sate your purse's hunger. Now that that's settled, what else?
Alright. I'm gonna go and talk to the guy I just beat.
Interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I don't think Kailan is pleased with your progress.
Alright. Sung Bu? What the?
Your
Oh.
victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all.
He's the guy we've been trying to impress with all this.
Do you think you stand a chance of joining the Lotus Assassins?
If you will have me.
No, you are stronger than that. We will train away this timid front and tap a potential that you haven't yet dreamed of. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty?
Be honored.
Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers.
And I'm going to be playing the bad guy for this, so they're tools that have their occasional uses.
Spoken like a true Lotus assassin. I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well.
It will serve me well. They will suffer the consequences.
Good. Use them and discard them if they become weak. That is the way. If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever. We better tell the others we made some progress.
We got the executioner's seal. Oh, hey. Okay. Talk to him.
Come to kick this tired old dog?
No, just here to talk.
Careful, boy. This mongrel's still got all his teeth. Don't think I'm going to forget that you were the one to take my division from me.
Oh, that's a bad one. I assume the others let you keep your title out of pity. You're far too old to have kept it through skill. Ooch. You were defeated in fair combat. Take it so personally.
You're even and level-headed, which means you won't watch your back. You'll never last. Do you actually need anything, or are you just there to flap your gums?
I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Ask me? Why ever would the vaunted Silver Division champion speak to one of his inferiors?
Because I'm not you.
No, I'll not sit here and listen to your taunts, and I certainly don't feel like talking about this place, or my past, or whatever fool thing you want.
Alright, talk to you later, soldier.
Why are you wasting time with me anyway? Shouldn't you be taunting your next victim?
Alright, first though, like you said, that's the kitchen. I just realized, so there's a scroll back here that talks about serving human. Cannibal cookbook. That's why they have the cannibal cookbook back here, because they've got cannibals in the basement now. Alright. We're going to take a second to go and talk to the group. Lots happened. This will give us a chance to go and talk to everyone.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. With the recommendation of the Executioner, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Understandable, my man.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seems.
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know, but his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he is.
Sorry. Quiet, Silk Fox. He's right to advise caution. We are stepping into the middle of the hornet's nest.
Thank you for listening, but I want more than caution. Neither of you understand what they are capable of.
You aren't doing much to add to our understanding. Go sulk in the corner like you're accustomed to doing.
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassin so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at last. Now I see how the child left her little village. She has some spirit in her after all. But I'm sure you can appease her. You've already gained the recommendation of the Lotus Assassin Executioner. You could also seek out the Inquisitor and gain his recommendation as well, but the path to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is ready for you now.
And after we find the evidence against Death's Hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
I promise, little Dawnstar. After we get what I want from the Lotus
See in the background
Assassin,
there?
the palace is the first place we will go. You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's Hand that they might notice something is wrong.
We'll worry about that when the time comes.
It would still be good to get some information first. Sagacious Zoo might know something. We should ask him.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Well, you should be more careful of who you trust.
Oh, shut it. If I did that, none of you would be here.
That is true. I wouldn't trust any of the ragged homeless you have collected. No offense meant to those of you who are actually homeless, Dawnstar.
Okay, I want to slap you for that.
If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer our concern.
Zoo would not turn on us.
No, you wouldn't.
The Lotus Assassin Fortress is in the far end of the necropolis. They shouldn't give you any trouble. Just appear confident as you enter.
I'm going to do the task for the other recruiter first.
The Inquisitor will have some task that needs addressing, I'm sure. Scholar Dungao in the Scholar's Garden is the contact.
Alright, goodbye.
Do not hesitate.
Right, let's talk to who we can talk to. Oop. First, ma'am.
I suppose it is good that the Lotus Assassin Executioner accepted you. I wish I felt better about that. Will you be heading to the Lotus Assassin Fortress soon? When you are through there, the princess will take us to the palace. At least, that's what she promised.
Did you want to talk? Feelings are very important to me.
I don't want to seem ungrateful for her help, but having Silk Fox here is causing me some concern. I mean, she is the daughter of the Emperor, and we do not know his role in Master Li's capture. Can she be trusted?
Better she is at arm's length than in the shadows.
So you don't trust her fully, but you invite her into our midst. I'm not sure I understand that, especially when she is so confrontational.
I trust you guys. Dawnstar, she's jealous of you.
The princess? The daughter of the Emperor is jealous of me? I think the size of our task has addled your senses. What could I possibly have that would make her jealous? What does a woman from the borderlands have that the princess herself does not?
My interest.
What? I'm sorry. You caught me off guard for a moment.
Didn't know? I offered counsel often enough.
You have always been a good friend to me, but I never meant... I mean, I couldn't... No, I should have more control over this. This is too uncertain. You can't manipulate me into admitting something like this. Not when you can leave whenever you want.
Dang, some of these are... You fear the end of what has barely begun. Where does this reluctance come from?
I prefer to have more control over myself, and as much control over what goes on around me as possible. Silk Fox, or whatever she wants to be called, is an unknown I can't compensate for. I can't stay in balance if I don't know what she represents. You and I, we talk and share thoughts, but she forces me to consider where that might lead, both good and bad. I'm not ready for that.
The Silk Fox forces you to consider where our talks might lead? I'll have to thank her for that.
Don't you dare! You tease so much, I don't know what to do with you. You've become so different since we left Two Rivers. Or perhaps it is me. For all the trouble we face, I feel like a weight is lifting. I think we will have a great deal more to discuss in the coming days. Looking forward to it. Until then, thank you for being so understanding. Master Lee was right. You are special.
All right. All right. Goodbye.
Don't go too far. I'd get...
First, here. Switching out to Silk Fox.
Around in the camp.
So especially so we can talk to these guys.
What do you want?
I want to hear more about your past.
Too much talking and thinking can be dangerous, I should know. I remember one cold winter I took a job clearing rats from a local monastery. I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools, but hunting rats one at a time is boring work. So I had an idea, a way to catch them all at once. I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. I figured if I could get the rats drunk, they'd be so much easier to catch.
Not a bad idea. This should be good.
Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine. I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming monks and fiery explosions.
What the?
It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine. Not a good combination.
That's a good one. The rats exploded? That's horrible. Look on her guy's face.
The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. See what happens when you think too much?
That is by far the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I love it.
Whatever.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Alright, you're the one I gotta go through. What's on your mind right now?
Dawnstar has been telling me about two rivers, the Swamp and Gao the Lesser. I was sorry to hear about your town and your friends. It brought a question to mind. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why? Seriously, why are you doing this? Details aside, you're fighting the Empire as a whole when you oppose the Lotus Assassins, Death's Hand, or the Emperor's will. I know all about your village and your master, and that explains some of it. What it doesn't explain is your drive, your strength. What gives you that?
Yeah. People are suffering. I'm going to find out why and do my best to fix it.
I wonder if fate cast this burden upon you, or if you rose up on your own to shoulder it. History will probably decide. I know you're going to follow Silk Fox's plans to find a way into the Assassin's Den. It won't be easy, but I'm confident we'll succeed. It's what happens after you find a way in that has me worried.
Why the concern?
I knew men and women who were drawn to the Lotus Assassins. They went into that place to prove themselves, as you intend to. And the few who made it back out were different.
Different how?
They acted like they didn't know us, or just didn't care if we lived or died. It's hard to say if there's even a difference to the Lotus Assassins. I know you'll be fine. The Assassins will be lucky if you don't bring the place down around their ears. Just be sure not to tip your hand before you're ready. That's all in the future, though. We should keep at what we're doing. There's a lot left to tackle before we're done.
Alright, talk to you later, Sky.
I'll be here if you need anything.
What about you, my drunken master friend?
Yes? How can this humble bun master assist you today?
Why'd you marry your wife if she's so difficult?
Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the drunken master style. I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. my need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight.
Yeah, wine can be a dangerous companion.
Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain.
I guess you really owed him after that.
Apparently, the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for.
Gotcha. What are your thoughts on the situation?
I still can't believe it's that easy to become a Lotus assassin. If I had known sooner, I would have joined their ranks as soon as possible. It would be brutal work, with little reward, and there's a good chance I'd die a hideous, painful death. But it couldn't all be better than married life, could it?
Hey, tell me, why did you become a bun master if you were a master fighter?
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions.
I get a feeling those last two are related.
As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable.
It's not such a bad thing.
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Ouch.
I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bun master, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
All right. Thanks. That's all for now.
As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
All right. That's everyone to talk to.
I can't sell upgrades if I can't find supplies. I'm ruined. Finished. What am I going to do? I'm ruined.
What a
you?
wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyer, allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by...
Maybe it was you I was hearing then?
What? Oh, you. You're the one with the flyer, aren't you? Forgive my impertinence, but do you own that flyer, perhaps?
Who are you and why do you want to know?
I am Hingu, a mechanic and a businessman. I supply upgrades to people fortunate enough to have flyers. However, I've had some trouble obtaining parts of late. My previous associate went on a trip to retrieve valuable parts and never returned.
Now you want me to help you, I suppose?
I need someone brave, someone who is a capable pilot. The missions I have are dangerous, but the rewards are worth it. I will pay you good silver, and I can sell you parts for your flyer, to make it better.
What? Make it better? This is the finest ship of its kind. I should know. I made it. You're just a fix-it man. What would you know about ships?
I have been working on flyers since they first started appearing in the Empire. I take these rickety contraptions and make them into something amazing.
Rickety? There has never been a flyer more solid than the marvelous dragonfly. Rickety. Your wits are the only thing rickety around here.
King's right. Fire's the best of its kind.
As you say, all the more reason to work with me. If your flyer is truly that good, you'll have no problems. Very few, at least. I have some supplies in the North Provinces that I need to pick up immediately. We've had trouble with bandits up there, so it might be tricky. If you could bring me those supplies, I'd have the parts necessary to upgrade your flyer. What do you say?
All right, you got a deal.
Very good. Here's your wind map. It'll show you where to go. I'll also pay extra if you get rid of those bandits plaguing the area.
Ah, here we go. On. Pick that thing out fast. And there goes that one. And that one. Dang. Mission complete. That's kind of what these are. These are like extra missions that are just for the flyer.
You have returned, and in one piece, I see.
Yeah.
Not bad. You brought back the supplies and you took out a few bandits on your way. You can have a little bit extra for that. There were some great flyer parts among those supplies. Would you like to have a look at them? Or if you'd prefer, I could tell you about another mission I have for you.
Let's see those parts first.
Yes, of course. I have some very...
Bar of nickeled iron. Bar made of iron alloyed with nickel, producing a far stronger metal. Referred to by some smiths as steeled iron or simply steel. Tremor, flyer equipment. This weapon produces a powerful shockwave that does moderate damage to all nearby enemy ships. The G cost for Tremor is moderate. Buy that. Buy that. Our nickeled iron. I know we're going to need that for something later. Next mission.
Excellent. I am most pleased. The prefect of Shandang County will be glad to hear he has an escort. His ships have... There are many raiders between here and the prefect's home, and his ship is intended more for luxury. Get the prefect home safely, and I will reward you well. The prefect has also told me to offer you extra silver for destroying as many of the raiders as you can. The prefect is anxious to be going. Here's your wind map, and remember, protect the prefect's flight.
Gotcha. Okay, we still don't have to worry about shooting it. Come on. I hate that I got to tap with this one. If I actually try, I can do it real fast. The problem is keeping that consistent. All right. Didn't get a single hit, my man. Good experience.
The prefect is happy to be home, safe, no doubt. I see you were able to dispatch a few of the raiders on your way. I'll top up your payment a little for that. Would you like to see some of my upgrades? Yes.
See what upgrades you got. Reverse tides, fire equipment. This will cause all of your enemies to slow down time for a brief period. Chi cost for reverse tides is moderate. Let's take it. Still leaves us with more than what we got.
The destination on the wind map and destroy anyone who attacks you. Drop off these parts so my associate can repair his ship and return.
All right.
The area you will be flying into is private land, and by right, only the Emperor's servants are allowed entrance. But there is a truth there that must be uncovered. Be careful. These Imperial flyers are extremely dangerous. Good luck.
All right. Ooh, okay, so now we're selecting upgrades. Want that, and we want that. All right. There we go. Start mission. That was bad. Go. Go down. There we go. Mission complete. Took out them all. Crud. It's doing this. Means gotta save. And then reload. It's a little camera glitch that happens every once in a while. I think it puts us like in our person, and because of the way that it focuses, the camera focuses, it basically forces it to look down.
You've done it. Chang, my associate, is on his way back. Here, I owe you this and more. I regret I have no more missions for you, but I'm always here if you require upgrades for your flyer. Thank you again.
All right.
Yes.
Got anything else? Firestorm. Fire equipment. This weapon does a large amount of damage over time. The chi cost for Firestorm is high. And Dragon's Wrath. Powerful weapon releases a blast that will destroy all nearby enemy ships. Chi cost for Dragon's Wrath is extremely high. We'll take that. We'll leave Firestorm out. I don't see us needing that. right, let's head. We're not going to go and do the other thing. Instead, I want to head back to the arena and finish that up. Just, talk to you later. All right.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next. What?
I am.
The Gold Division is the toughest series of fights in the Empire. Ultimately, you can think of it as a test to see if you're ready to face the Ravager. Your first match will be a rare challenge. There is a style that was banned from the tournament combat 5 centuries ago. You will face the Phoenix Unity style.
What's so special about this style?
That is something best discovered for yourself. Suffice it to say that if you stand against it, the battle will be memorable.
All right. If the style was banned, why am I facing it?
I do not believe in outdated prohabitations. As you may see, this style is not fair for single combat, but it is a fair test of a master warrior's abilities.
All right. Set up the fight. I'll face this Phoenix Unity style.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it. Yet.
Focus.
See how you handle my focus style. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. We're whittling their numbers down. All right. Dang it. I forgot to pull. I forgot to break off. Whoa. I can take you out with just 1,000 cuts. There we go.
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable. But I've never put much stock in legends.
Amen, brother.
It was exactly how I wanted your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Ravager.
Oh, dear. All right, let's move on to the next fight.
I was going to do something different, but I've had a request from the Sung Brothers. They said that there's been an affluence of the fates and a reemergence of the planets. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if they want to face you, then I have to honor their request. Besides, defeating them is important to your career.
Okay. All right, why is that important?
I require that any fighter who wishes to face the Ravager be able to defeat all 3 of the Sung Brothers. Then I know you won't be torn to shreds. Well, at least not before the gong stops ringing, at any rate. The brothers are ready if you are.
All right, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Speed, might, and magic will be needed to defeat these brothers 3. Double saber.
Not what I wanted. And my focus. I don't want it to run out. That monkey style? That looks like a monkey. That looks like monkey style. All right, all right, all right.
Focus.
Come on, monkey man. There we go. That was a little bit of a tough fight, actually.
Three opponents at once, all of them exceptionally skilled. I thought no one could impass them, but you have. Defeating their combinated might has impressed the crowd immensely.
Come on, man. You're going to keep holding back on the silver.
You pull in the egregious crowds, it's true, but I can't just break the rules and give you extra silver.
Come on. You said yourself the division is this division is a test for me. Surely the rules are less strict here.
I am still accountable for my prizes. The winnings at this level are more than generous enough.
All right, fine.
Now that that's up,
Next fight.
I'll give you a shot at the championship. I really do. I need to convince others, though. I'm going to hold an event so huge that it will rock the reaches of the Empire. The Imperial Engagement. The arena turns upon you. You will be a man alone against a rushing wave of opponents, great and small. You must stand against them all, and when you do, your right to challenge the Ravager will be indisputable.
Time to take you down a peg.
I think it's going to be a fun challenge. You might even survive if you pace yourself.
All right, how does this fight work?
The concept is simple enough. If you can defeat your foe with exceptious electricity, then you have a moment to collect yourself. If you tarry, then you will be swamped.
How many opponents will I have to face?
You will be facing all the champions you have dealt with already and more.
Oh, great. Has anyone else gone through this kind of battle?
You will be the first. As I said, I need you to have the crowd's heart. Kailan does not want you to face the Ravager. I do.
All right, that's all the questions I have.
Are you ready for me to finish the arrangements? If so, we'll get everyone set up.
All right, let's do this.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
This could be bad. All right, who's next? Hello. Sorry, Han, but I need that little break in between.
What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens?
This could be bad. I don't think I have enough focus to be able to take out the guys that I need to easily enough.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
Oh, this ain't good. The elephant dude's here. I can't let my focus run out. Yeah, I don't think I can do this one right now. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, I kind of figured that much.
Your loss aside, that was an amazing match. The crowd's clamoring for more, and they want you front and center. We'll try it again when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on that.
Things are...
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a quick run back to our thing so we can talk to our current companion. We've swapped her out. Grab him. Just real quick. Gonna run in so we can talk to her, and then I think after that we're gonna call it a day. What?
You must go to the
Alright. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna talk to her about going to the Lotus Assassins now. Okay. Save game. Quick game, quick game. A beautiful spit of scenery. Game, exit game. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Getting back into Jade Empire. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I remember ever making it all the way through the gold. All the way to the very end of the arena. I don't remember ever actually doing that. Well, maybe that's something we'll be able to achieve this time, huh? Something new. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back next week, just like normal. Tuesday will be more Ghostwire Tokyo. We won't be doing anything Wednesday on the YouTube channel as far as the streaming stuff goes. So keep that in mind. Still only doing that every other week. I know I keep saying it, but there are times where it's like I just don't want to do it, and so kind of the every other week thing is giving me a good break. So that's that. And then, of course, on Thursday, we will be back for more Jade Empire, hopefully. Yeah, if you guys all enjoyed the stream, I will be seeing all of you guys next week. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will see all of you next week. GTFN.